Hello, everyone. I'm here just to talk a little bit about what this virtual learning is going to look like and how the process is, and how you're going to be able to access all of the learning tasks and objectives for the week. Just kind of walking through one of my courses, Geometry, Algebra 2, and Pre-Calc. They're all in the same format. They all have the same template. So I'm going to kind of walk through what it looks like, how it's going to be designed, and what the expectations are for the students to kind of follow for the week. We have decided that in our courses, instead of posting a day by day aspect or a day by day post or engagement or lessons, we decided to post all of the material for the week starting at 6 o'clock on Sunday night. So on 6 o'clock Sunday night, everything will go live for them, and then they will have the week to be able to complete all of their tasks that we have, from the video lessons to the guided notes if they want to look through those, and then practice examples that they can do in practice to make sure that they understand what they're going on, office hours, and then finally at the end of the week, kind of just capstoning everything with a skills check that will give them some feedback on how well things are going. So I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about what it looks like and how things are going to be ran and what the expectations are. But first, most importantly, I want to make sure you guys understand that we're all learning in this process, and this is new to me, especially in my 10 and a half years of teaching. I'm doing my best to make sure I'm providing everything that these students need to be able to be successful in their courses. I hope you feel that way. And at any point, please just reach out and just ask questions. You can video chat me through Google Meet or just send me an email. And then I've been telling a lot of people this, with this whole quarantine thing, it kind of gives us a chance to kind of just slow down and think about things. So, I hope everyone is staying safe, staying strong, staying positive, and showing a lot of respect for others and helping people out in the situation that we're got. So, me personally, my family's doing well. We're doing a little self quarantine just to make sure that we're all good and we're staying healthy. So, here goes. So I'm gonna kind of show you things we're going up, how things are gonna go. This will work. So all my courses are going to look basically kind of templated like this. The heading will be up here, will be the course and then virtual learning outline. This is something we're going to post weekly. This is the access the kids will be able to go to and look at and constantly be able to see what is the objective for the week. We'll be reposting this, and as you see when we get down further, it's going to kind of lay out every week's task. The one thing that all the kids are going to be required to do is that as soon as they show up to either an office hour or they're engaging themselves in the material, is they got to fill out this engagement check form. So here I linked it to the outline. All they got to do is click on this, and it'll kick them to the screen that says JYMS BHS engagement check. They just fill out this quick Google form that gets sent to administration and to the district saying that your son or daughter participated in this aspect and this is their engagement. So that's the first thing I want every kid to do right away. It just shows that they're engaged in this, they're doing with the material, and then they're participating in what they need to. So strategies to be successful online: do a little bit most days, reviewing material, revisiting, and helping students learn and retain the knowledge. Ask questions via email during office hours. I'm going to talk a little bit later about how the office hours are going to work. In the classroom, we get a lot of feedback. We can have conversations, but with this whole online version, you kind of have to advocate for yourself. So if something doesn't seem right, you got a question or concern, please make sure that you are making comments, coming and asking me, emailing me, and I'll get back to you, obviously, to help you out in that situation. So moving forward a little bit, main topics in geometry we're going to cover chapter 7 and chapter 8 in the textbook. Similarity, scale factors, similar figures, and then we're going to start jumping into right triangle trigonometry. So on the weekly directions, or what the kids should be expected to see, or what you guys should be expected to do, is when you guys come into the platform, I want you guys to watch the video. The video below will be either me or a colleague of mine presenting the material that we came up with for the content, or someone that we have a video out there that we have found and we trust the people that are presenting it. So to be able to provide the knowledge that the kids are be able to learn and what you guys are supposed to get from it. So as you watch the video, I would take out a pencil and paper, write down some notes just for some later references, and then work on the practice problems and take notes. Take note of the questions that you may have. Those are what you bring to office hours to address. And then you meet with your teacher during office hours if you have any questions or need any clarification. So since I'm currently on geometry, the office hours for the high school are from 10 to 11 and 2 to 3 every day, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. For geometry, the office hours are going to be Tuesday at 10 to 11 and Friday from 2 to 3. And those will be every Tuesday, every Friday. So again, like I said, it'll be Tuesday at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Friday, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock will be the office hours designated just to geometry students. My Geometry 1A class, I'm asking that you treat yourself kind of as a B day class because A days are going to be Monday and Thursdays. B days will be Tuesdays and Fridays. So we're kind of just trying to get all my algebra 2 on one day and all my geometry on the other day. So again, geometry 1A, I want you guys kind of viewing this as a B day class. So kind of think about it as 1B maybe. And then that goes for my algebra 2 class. That's 1B. I kind of want you to jump to A days because we'll have office hours on Monday and Thursday from 10 to 11 and 2 to 3 for you guys. So and I'll say that when we get to the algebra 2 one. And then lastly, the one thing that the kids will have to do by the end of the week, you'll have to complete a skills check. It'll be posted on Wednesday for you to have completed by 4 o'clock on Friday. This will be a Google form that the kids will fill out and answer the questions. I will provide feedback, or your teacher will provide feedback to you and your score. This is my self-check to make sure that you are engaged in the material, that you are learning that you are trying to learn the material, you are participating in the task that we're looking for. So, yeah. And like I said earlier, that the lessons of the week will be posted Sunday night at 6 p.m. That way you can work through the lessons at your own pace. You can set up your own schedule, how you're going to handle this, rather than me dictating it. Let's see here. The review resources. This is any resources back to the things we have learned when we're back in the classroom. So this is the thing we posted when we first got out of school, and things that you guys can practice on. We did this for all courses. So if you ever want a resource, reference back to things we already learned or already covered, it's just clicking this link right here on the pre-calc one as well, and then on the algebra 2 one as well. They all kind of have the same template and format. So the big thing that the students are going to want to look at is that starting Monday, or starting actually tonight at 6 o'clock, this is the progression. Everything will be linked in this one document. So they'll watch the lesson 7.1 video. Again, like I said, it'll be me, my colleagues, or a video that we trust walking through the material. Second thing here, this is the in-class presentation of the lesson, things that we would have gone through in class, the Google Slides or the PDF of what we would have done. The worksheet 7.1, or the worksheet, for the kids to practice the problems to make sure that they're understanding the material. And then we're providing the answer key to that worksheet so they can kind of self-check. And if things don't line up, that's where we're going to kind of jump into office hours. The IXL is for any extra practice. So if beyond what the worksheets are designated here for, IXL, we're going to try linking so that way you can do some extra practice to make sure that this skills check that we will post at the end of the week goes well. And I will be doing self-scoring here at home in my office here to kind of keep track of how well the progression is going for each and every student. Nothing will be posted on Infinite Campus. And as we sit currently today, I can't really speak to the letter grade or the grading concept part. So that'll be coming at a later date. As soon as we hear a directive from administration on that, I will let everybody know. But right now, just make sure you're walking through the videos, you're learning the material, you're showing up for office hours, you're just being engaged with the material that we're presenting to you. And then at the end of the week, You'll have 48 hours to show me how well you understand the material by taking that skills check. Roughly, this should take 10 to 15 minutes, and then it gives you some instant feedback, and I will get back to you with your grades and scores on that as well. So this is the template, and then next week, the following week, on April 12th, they'll come in and they'll look at the second week. We'll have new videos, new lessons, new worksheets. So a task will be posted for every week for them to complete. That's the same thing for pre-calculus. We'll have videos here, again, the notes, the worksheets, and then worked out, and then we'll post the skills check as well. And then same thing with Algebra 2, same expectation. We've got videos to show them what's going on, things to practice, notes, worksheets, skills checks, and then obviously IXL things. So one thing we're doing in pre-calc, I know for sure, is if there's a question and answer document, if you ever have any questions and I'm not available at the time, you can post this to this document right here, and we'll reference it, we'll use that, and it also allows you for you to answer, let's say, a fellow classmate's questions that they may have revolving something. Algebra 2, we're going to do that at a little bit later date. We're going to kind of just go in with this process a little bit, and then geometry, we'll probably do the same as well. So how that looks here, this is going to be your access thing that every student wants to get to. Everything they're going to need is going to come from this document, and this will be the student outline that you will see. Where they're going to be able to access this, all of this will be on Google Classroom. So in the stream here, I'm sending out the introduction video that I'm doing right now, and it'll have the office hours designated to each course. And then I'm also sending out week 1's material, the student virtual learning document with the office hours link that all they have to do is click on that to get there, as well as the engagement form. And then lastly, I'm sending out the link to all parents and students to let them know about this process, how it's going to look, and then again, reiterating what the importance of this is going to be. And then to access all this, again, we're going to look for virtual learning. The kids are going to go to the classwork tab for your designated course. The stream will have everything, but the classwork will have everything organized. So it'll say week 1, and then it'll say week 2. So looking here at week 1's material, I have everything linked, what they're going to be able to access, what they're going to be able to need to be successful. So that'll all be the same for all of my courses. And then lastly, I just want to make sure that we understand that I know the district said that attendance is not required and this is not participation is not required, but I'm going to make sure you guys understand that I am self-checking at home. I am keeping track of what's going on. In order to move forward on our math courses, you have to participate in the events that we're doing in this virtual learning. So please be active, do the best you can, give me the best effort you can. I'm going to try and make sure I do the best I possibly can in the situation or the cards that were dealt to us. I am here to support you in every way. I'm looking forward to seeing how this process is going to work. It'll definitely be different for me from working from home with my 4-year-old and my 2-month-old at home, but me and my wife feel like we got a pretty good plan worked out and how things are going to look and how things are going to work. So again, I can't reiterate this enough. Please ask questions. Come to me if you need any advice, what's going on, and then we'll go from there. So again, I'm trying to make sure everything is very loose and you can see everything. And lastly, again, I forgot to mention this, pre-calc, your guys' office hours will be on Tuesday from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock and Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then Algebra 2 is going to be every Monday and Thursday from 10 to 11, 2 to 3. So I hope this clears up some questions and concerns that people have. We start this process tonight. Please enjoy this. Take the time, set your own schedule, be on top of this stuff. And like the 3 things I've been saying is stay safe, stay strong, stay positive. We will get through this. And the thing is, we're going to get through this together. We will be better in the end of this. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and have a good one.